started the fire.
Yes, the fire rises.
How come you don't want me, man?
I have failed this city.
Today we face the monsters that are at our door and bring the fight to them. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. This day we fight!
That's how winning is done.
Merry Christmas! Hey!
Avada Kedavra. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Wait, did you just kill Christmas? Did you just
No.
kill Christmas?
No, not really.
Thousands of villains across multiples of very cliche stories have tried to destroy Christmas and failed, but in 2 words, you have done what they cannot. How?
Practice.
I guess it makes perfect. How are you guys doing, everyone? Welcome to a very post-holiday edition of the Friday Night Feature. I am your host, Nick Phoenix, and joining me on this dry candy cane crusade, we have Jason Ingram.
Yep.
I was not planning that intro; it just kind of happened. But
Yep. I mean, I thought of doing that like not even 30 seconds ago. I was like, I'm gonna do this.
it was a stroke of brilliance, my friend. So we do have Nathaniel Brown. He, as always, he proclaims that he is here, and yes, you are, my friend. We appreciate you. And he's good evening, Mr. Brown. How you doing? And yeah, if you're here, right off the top bat, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, kind of before we get into the movie, you know, it's December 26th. It's Boxing Day.
Yep.
I just want to ask, how was your guys' holidays? Jason, you get anything good?
Yeah, I got 2 gifts. One was a box of just like chip bags, things like that, popcorn,
Nice.
Reese's peanut butter cup, or Reese's, not Reese's, it's a fucking cereal that you put marshmallows with. What is that? Marshmallows, you make a treat out of it. Freaking, it's little, like, Dang it, now I have to fucking go through the fucking trash can. Damn it.
No. Don't go through the trash. Don't do that, my friend.
Chris,
Oh, he's doing it. Oh,
I'm doing it. Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispie treats. I had a feeling that was it.
Yeah,
Nathaniel
Rice
Brown says, I'm writing a DC Marvel assassin that ends bad guys named the City and Orchid. That's kind of a good name. I gotta.
Yeah, props on the name.
Yeah, that's very, very well done, sir.
That's like my Harry Potter Dragon Age crossover that I'm doing. It's called Into the Abyss.
Why?
Because I felt like it.
Okay. But why?
I'm a Dragon Age fan and a Harry Potter fan. So...
Okay. But some things don't need to be mixed, my friend.
Well, I mean, Harry Potter did live a life as a hawk, so it's more snark and less substance.
He leaves black orchids on the bodies. I like it.
I like it.
So, speaking of Harry Potter and not of very badly thought out fan fictions, we are the movie we're reviewing today. I love how this month just turned into like a month of movie features. It wasn't intended, but it just kind of happened.
It just happens. It happens.
This was originally meant to be the only movie we reviewed this month, but we just kind of ended up doing other things. It's just signature. Okay. So, yeah, we're doing Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Philosopher's Stone, if you're anywhere other than illiterate America.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm grouping this is Christmas is because the Harry Potter films always kind of had a Christmassy feel to them, and especially this movie.
Yeah.
There's an entire section of the movie about Christmas. It's very cozy. It kind of has that feel of it. Even though not everything is set in winter, a large portion of this movie is snow and warm fires and just Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer still a Christmas movie?
No.
Honestly, no, but it's close enough.
But a lot of people watch it during Christmas.
The fact that originally premiered during Christmas probably helped as well.
Yeah. And just to add substance to what we're talking about, I actually have a book on the actual real world Philosopher's Stone in my hand right now.
Oh.
It's called
By the way, this movie premiered November 16th, 2001. So, yeah, it was definitely primed for like Christmas season movies.
It's called Invisibilia Dei, or DEI. It is actually an ancient tome by a real philosopher from the medieval period, translated from German to English.
But I kind of want to focus on the actual movie for
sure. It's just something, a little side
interesting
note.
Curiosity. It's an interesting curiosity, but that's getting a little bit too in the weeds right now. So I saw this movie in theaters when it came out. My grandparents took me to see it. So people who are younger don't realize how big of a deal this movie was. Like, people think the movies birthed Pottermania. Pottermania was already like really huge.
The books launched everything. The books took off like crazy. Like they broke all the records within months.
So the first book was released in the United Kingdom in 1997. Then it came out in the US in 1998. I remember Harry Potter as early, like it started really getting to see you in 99.
Yeah.
Like I remember in 5th grade, like walking into one of my classes and there was just like the first book sitting there. I was like, oh, so that's the book, and like I was already aware of what Harry Potter was. I don't think I've ever seen the book in person, but like that was my first time seeing it in person, but I was still aware enough of it. This is in like 99.
Yeah, that's the thing. In 99, I was a junior in high school. Even we were reading those books. People my age were talking about it because everybody loved it. So they started picking it up. And then it exploded after that.
So here's the release order, okay? First book, 97. Second book was 98. Third book was 99. And the fourth book, the fourth book is really when Pottermania really kicked in. Like that was, I think Goblet of Fire was like the first book release that had big hype on it. Like I remember that. Like those books were actually really hard to find. I remember, and in Pottermore, I'm a Slytherin. I'm a Gryffindor. I'm basic.
I'm Slytherin as well. I actually took the test. I got Slytherin.
I'm a Gryffindor.
Well, that's fine.
big surprise! Nick's a Gryffindor.
Surprise.
That is a huge shock.
Shocking, man. I am stunned. I could not see that coming.
No. The big, loud, boastful, person is a Gryffindor. Oh no, that is like the most revelation. Whatever.
Oh no. They should be calm.
You being a Slytherin actually surprising. I would have pegged you for a Hufflepuff.
No, I'm too. I think, in terms of D&D and stuff like that, I think too underhanded to be in Hufflepuff. I'm thinking.
I do want to say this because I don't think I'll ever have the opportunity to drop this brag again. I don't think this is like the only time I can drop this boast. So Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, 734 pages. All right, I read it in 24 hours.
Nice.
I'm sorry. I will be bragging about that till it's like, Nick, I'm like 90 years old on my deathbed. Did you know Oh, I read Harry Potter 4. Yes, grandfather, you told us 5 times today.
Yeah, exactly. Want to know what's funny?
What?
I read Order of the Phoenix in a day.
Nice. See, for me, I read up to Order of the Phoenix, but in the lead up to Half Blood Prince, I kind of fell out of it. I was like all hipstery, like, oh, the series is too popular now. I never actually finished the last 2 books, but I did finish the movie series.
Yeah, no, I've finished the first 5 books, but I haven't done books 6 or 7. I need to, but I haven't. And I even have them in an audiobook, and I haven't still got that yet either. I might actually finish it off, given that they're doing the new audiobooks. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, with the full cast ones, and I'm kind of interested to see how the HBO Harry Potter thing plays out.
Yeah, I'm interested in that too.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the movie that we're going to be talking about on HBO Max.
See, the thing is, one of the things about the movies is it kind of cemented how people view certain characters. Like for example, when I was reading the books, I clocked Snape as Arabic. The way he was depicted in like the artist illustrations, he definitely looked Arabic. You know, but also I always kind of viewed him as a little more hot blooded.
Oh yeah.
You know, like for example, the whole bottle thing, Brew Glory. I always kind of read it with him being a little more emotional in it. So I remember when I first saw this movie and Alan Rickman, he it seems like at first glance he's playing this very emotionless. But the thing about Alan Rickman is Alan Rickman always has there's always a subtlety to his acting. Like, and this one in like just the way he puts certain inflections on words is brilliant. Like nothing short of brilliant. Like honestly, genius acting.
I'm sorry. I know they got a new actor to play Slytherin or Snape.
Should have been Adam Driver. It should have been Adam Driver. Like he was perfect.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's only one way I'm going to see Slytherin or Snape because of Alan Rickman.
I mean, that's going to be every casting. Like, do you really think Nick Frost is going to live up to Robbie Coltrane? Rest in peace.
No.
Do you really think whoever's going to play McGonagall is going to live up to Dame Maggie Smith?
Probably not, but I'll give her the chance because, ironically, she looks the proper age of how McGonagall is described in the book. That's what's weird.
And this is the thing about these movies is they are stacked with literally like a who's who of British talent.
Yeah, no kidding.
It is amazing. You're watching like, oh, you recognize all these people. Like, for example, Richard Harris plays Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Turn to page 394.
Turn to page 300.
That's my improv. Like with Snape, with Snape, you have to bring in the nasal. And because I have a Mike Nasally voice, it's whatever.
On to page 394.
I can teach you how to bottle fame, brew glory, and even put a stopper on death. That is, if you aren't the most blunderheads I'm used to teaching. All right, we got Black River Kai in the house. He's making his way downtown. Oh God. See, this is what happens when I eat a bunch of cookies before stream, and I'm also happen to be a little manic right now. So that's gonna
okay. So what you're telling me is, before the next stream, I need to send you a box of what is the little black
cookie
cookies with little black chocolate chip cookies. I just need to send you a box of chocolate chip cookies before every stream. Done.
Possibly. But yeah, Richard Harris, who is is a legendary actor. People might know him more as the father of Jared Harris.
Yeah.
From Chernobyl, Mad Men. Honestly, he's been done, like Jared Harris has done a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting the mail, doing my walk. At least you're getting your exercise, Black
Yeah,
People
at
guy.
least you're getting your exercise. You're not me sitting in a chair 224 hours a day.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm just turning off my ringer. I think it. Oh, okay, it's on vibrate. It's fine. But yeah, like going to some else to the cast. Warwick Davis, who you guys might know from Willow, Wicket Good,
Oh yeah.
Wicket from Return of the Jedi, plays 2 roles actually in this movie: Professor Flitwick and Griffhook. What's funny is, even though Griffhook is under all that makeup, you still I still recognize Warwick Davis's voice. Like Warwick Davis has this very recognizable squeaky voice.
Yeah, he's recognizable through his voice alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of the actors, like the kid actors, they're famous now because of who they were in Harry Potter. But all the adult actors are really famous on their own. Like McGonagall.
Fun fact. The only reason, the big reason that Daniel Radcliffe got cast as Harry is because of Maggie Smith, because he had done a movie prior to this with Maggie, and Maggie actually suggested him.
Interesting. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, fun little fact. And so this movie was directed by Chris Columbus, which I swear, if we reviewed a movie that was directed by Chris Columbus and scored by John Williams, I'd have 2 nickels. Which was not much, but it's weird that it's happened twice in a row.
Yeah.
He's known for Home Alone, and we will talk about the score. Like, trust me, we're
gonna talk about
that's later though. Yeah, you can feel the Chris Columbusness on this film. Like the way that certain jokes play out feel very Home Alone. And I think for these early movies, they work.
They work.
You know, I don't think Chris Columbus would have been a good director for the later ones.
No.
But for this early, like the first movie especially, and I think he was fine for the second movie. Yeah. But I think they probably made the right call. Because Chris Columbus was a producer on the third movie, but like bringing in somebody else
to be the director was a good idea.
Yeah, because that third book goes way, way darker. Like the second book goes a little bit darker, but it's still very kiddish. But this first movie, it's pitch perfect. Like Chris Columbus is the perfect director for this movie. It's because like it's a very childish movie, and Chris Columbus is good at working with child actors. You know, but like that scene where they meet Fluffy for the first time and they scream and run out. I'm sorry, that has got to be a Home Alone reference.
There's no other way. Like that screams Home Alone right there.
Yeah, like some of the jokes play out, like you know, the stuff with you know, like the Seamus Finnegan blows up the feather. You see, you like they do like that very like cartoon like puff thing, and then Harry says, "Professor, I think we're gonna need another feather."
Yeah, exactly.
That's like it works. It worked. I love it.
It works. A lot of the scenes just work.
Yes, I don't think Chris Columbus would have been good for the later stuff, but for here where we are now, he's perfect.
He's perfect. Yeah, he's the perfect director for that whole thing because he definitely put the kid in this movie. I don't know how that comes across, but
sorry. Just that sigh wasn't for you. I just got a battery low notification.
Oh yeah.
My headphones and I gotta plug them in. See, this is why I like these headphones. They got the auxiliary thing, so if they got the low battery, I can just plug them in. So it's
yeah.
fine.
No, you and I've got the same. Well, maybe not the same set, but similar functionality in them.
These are Skull Candy cassettes.
Skull Candy cassettes. Nice.
Yeah, they're just like a cheap $30 pair. These are actually my second pair of them. The first one I had for a couple years until like the thing literally just slid off of them because I wore them so much. The problem with these is me just kind of show you. See, yeah, these like the hinges come off. So I use I can't hear it right now because he's black tape. My old ones, they did it right here because you gotta press them in.
Yeah,
That's kind of the weak point of them, but
yeah.
I wrapped the electrical tape pretty tight on these, and it seems to work. So
Yeah.
they're holding up.
I'm having to get okay. Yeah, mine are HyperX. That's which ones I have.
Oh, that's a good brand.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm probably gonna need to get a new pair at some point.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, anyway, getting back onto the topic. Yeah, I definitely think Chris Columbus was kind of perfect for this. I did love the humor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would say like this movie holds up pretty well. There are some dodgy CGI. Like the centaur, like the snake actually looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
The Quidditch scene does not look good, honestly.
No, it does not.
Now, granted, this is 2001. I think the thing that carries this movie though is the set design is gorgeous. I mean, obviously they shot in like real castles, like Oxford College, so real castles. The fact that they had like amazing sets and there was like this practical element to it kind of helps carry you. So even if some of the CGI can be a little bit,
Yeah, I give the CGI a pass because it was in the early 2000s. It wasn't going to be amazing. It just wasn't. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Jurassic Park doesn't have that excuse. Literally, the only CGI in Jurassic Park doesn't hold up is the Gallimimus. Like you have the entire like raptor sequence in the kitchen, like those are CGI raptors. It still looks amazing.
True.
And that's like right up close. Like the T-Rex scene, it's still breathtaking. But like the stuff that CG is like it's farther back and it's raining, so it obscures it. The raptors don't have that. It's a little bit low light, but they're still perfectly visible, and it still looks amazing.
Yeah, you got a point there.
The Gallimimus one looks like crap, but a lot of them are just like flitting by really fast. Like you got to look closely to see it.
Yeah.
It's really funny. It's like they have that scene in the Gallimimus, and all of a sudden the T-Rex just comes out and just like takes one of them, and it looks great. And like the stuff in the visitor center with like the T-Rex and the raptors looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not talking about Jurassic Park. You're talking about Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Also, the one really bad effect was the unicorn blood.
Oh yeah. Now that you say it,
there is no excuse for that. That like literally it looked like T2. Like why is it like the Matrix had a similar effect, with the mirror and like the selfie over his hand? Why does the Matrix with the silvery goo look better than Harry Potter?
Because they spent $2 extra.
$2 extra. No, they spent $2 extra and a second ham sandwich.
There you go.
It was that second ham sandwich that made the difference, my friend. Welcome home, Black Reaper Kai. Welcome home.
Yes, welcome home, Black Reaper Kai.
Yeah, it was a second ham sandwich that made the difference.
Yeah, the second ham
sandwich. You know what I'm talking about, though. You know what I'm talking about. Like the mirror scene, where they even have it when he's got the stuff on his fingers, and like that. I mean, it stayed as CG, but it still kind of works.
Yeah.
With the stuff from Harry Potter, it looks terrible.
It stands out. Even Chris Columbus actually said, "Yeah, we did bad with the CG." Years later, but still, he said it.
Like Finese. He looks terrible, but at least he's like in darkness and shadow. So like that kind of obscures a little bit. So I'll give Finese a pass because at least they had the good sense to keep him in shadow.
Yeah.
But then you have stuff like the vines, which was a physical effect and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the Quidditch is terrible, but it is dated.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It's
like the green screen effects don't really work as well, and you can tell when they place the CGI doubles, it doesn't look good.
No, no, it doesn't. No.
But the thing is, when this movie is at its best, when it's like physical sets and stuff, it looks amazing. Looks like a
Oh, yeah.
billion bucks. The set design is amazing. You know, like I love like that final sequence where they're going through the challenges, because those are like actual, you know, kind of things.
Yeah, those are actual hardcore.
And the fact that like in the Mirror of Erised, when they have the fire, it's actual fire they use. You can tell it's actual fire. You know, nowadays they just would have had it be CG, but like the fact they use actual fire made it look amazing.
Yeah, no, that's the thing that I wish they'd come back to. Use actual physical effects when possible. Stop
Another
using
thing I want to
CG for
compliment
everything.
is, did you notice like that the Stone of Alchemy, whenever it was lit so it had kind of like this liquidy look to it. Like it looked
Yeah,
solid, but it looked kind of watery, which is pure lighting. That is pure like direct photography. You know.
this is where my mention of the Philosopher's Stone, the actual Philosopher's Stone, comes in handy. That's what the actual Philosopher's Stone's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a two-state kind of thing, both here in the physical world and in the spiritual. So it's in both places at once.
Yeah, so the fact that it looks solid but also watery, you know, like that was a really good effect. Like, and you could tell they were doing it because they were lighting it very specifically.
Yeah, no, that's you're correct. They were doing it for that specific purpose, because this stone is supposed to give you eternal life and infinite money.
I will say this though, the Voldemort in the back of the head has
Oh
not aged well. That has
no,
not aged well.
no.
It works just barely, I would say.
Yeah, it just barely works. It makes me wonder what they're gonna do, how they're gonna pull it off in the TV series.
See. You know what my problem is? If they had made this movie 10 years earlier in 1991, they would have literally just had a prosthetic head in the back. They would have hired to the Jim Henson Company, and the guy would have been wearing a prosthetic head in the back, and it would have looked amazing.
Yeah.
You know they would have. You know they would have.
Oh, they would have for sure. For sure. The things we have lost because people got lazy.
See, the thing is, like, this was a movie that, like, they threw a lot of money at it. Like, this had, the best of the best. And it does show up on screen. Like I said, the sets, like, I don't know. But, like, this movie's good. It's still good. The characters are great.
Yeah.
The story's great. And
the actors did great.
And here's the thing. I actually think this is one of John Williams' best scores. Okay, I'm gonna give a very, very hot take. John Williams, while literally one of the best composers ever, does tend to copy himself a little bit too much.
Yeah, just a touch.
Like you can literally a lot of times you can hear prototype scores like when we were talking about Home Alone. I could hear the scene when on the zip line. I mentioned this. Like he took that and turned it into Flight to Neverland and Hook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you can hear kind of, but the thing I like about this score is this is kind of wholly unique. I mean, a lot of the incidental music is very like classic John Williams, but like the good stuff, like Hedwig's theme, and a lot of it,
the Harry Potter in general theme. When you see the title as it's leading up to the title,
I'm just gonna say this. I think the Harry Potter score is his second most iconic score, second only to Star Wars. Because if you look at it, like look at Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy, it has a very John Williams-esque score. Like I think they might have used certain themes, but like if you look at the music, the composer of the music was trying his best to do a John Williams kind of thing.
Yeah, he was doing his best.
I think the composer did a good job, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not downing the composer at all. I've played the game. Haven't beat it yet. But
the score is very John Williams inspired.
Yeah, it's John Williams inspired, and you can tell.
Yeah, I think if I were to say like the top three iconic John Williams, Star Wars Crawl, March of Superman, Hedwig Scene.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You know,
agree.
I know people like to harp on it, but like that Superman theme is like the fact they used it and like James Gunn used it, kind of thing.
Well,
Um,
it wasn't used just there. It was used in the Superman animated TV series as well. I mean,
Superman Returns used it. And getting back to Harry Potter, they were using Hedwig's theme right up until the very end.
yep.
Like even
Because
after he was gone, they were still using his music. Like that Hedwig thing, do 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 do.
okay,
Like
that's the Hedwig thing. Oh, okay, I thought that was.
that's the main theme. It's the main theme. It's called Hedwig's theme.
Okay, I didn't know that. All right, now I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hedwig theme is like the most iconic Harry Potter.
Do 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 do. Sorry.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. I know. You can't help it. I mean, it's playing in my head, so no fault to you.
yeah, it's great. They did permutations of it, made it a little bit creepier or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple other ones where like there's a couple other tunes where like you can't name them, but if you hear them, like the do 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 do, like kind of like the holiday-esque kind of theme.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Halloween theme in and of itself is also kind of iconic. Kind of.
yeah,
But like you said, this entire Harry Potter movie one, it's its own thing. I don't even know if they're going to do a new movie soundtrack
yeah.
for
That's a question for the HBO series. Like, are they going to see? Here's the problem, and this is a problem with the entire series in general. Is you have a well beloved, the movie series is very well beloved. They're gonna get compared. It's inevitable.
It's
So
inevitable. Everybody
do they
knows
just
this.
reuse John Williams stuff? And if they have an original composer, do they go in a different direction? Because if they do a John Williams stuff, they're just gonna be labeled a knockoff. It almost like they have to purposely go in a different direction. But then
They
that
ha-
raises the problem of, oh, this is like way, way too different than kind of before. There's a
yeah,
problem that happens when you purposely try to go in an opposite direction. You overcorrect.
you overcorrect. This is one of those situations. I've stepped on a landmine. Do I disarm the landmine, or do I just step off it and take the hit? Kind of
Yeah.
situations. I know it's a horrible way to phrase it, but that's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, one of the things we were talking about before I did the stream is one thing I found interesting is so Chris Columbus said it was like 80 to 90% like the book. That's a lie.
Oh, that's a freaking lie.
The thing is, there's a lot of small things. There's a lot of streamlining to the story that goes on. Stuff that happens like over days happens in a single night.
Yeah.
Stuff could show up like, for example, Hagrid telling Harry about Voldemort. That happens in the hut. Like the Dursleys are literally 5 feet over there. And it was funny,
Yeah.
but they put it later on in the tavern scene. Like I kind of
Well,
get
no.
I kind of get why they did that.
Well, he mentioned Voldemort in the hut, but he didn't drop the name itself until
No, it was in the hut. It was in the hut.
It was in the hut. I'd
Yeah.
have to look at the book. I'd have to look at the book
If
again.
I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure, like for example,
Well,
I haven't picked up the book in like 20 years, so I could be wrong.
because
but,
the book itself, like it happens in the movie, Harry hears about the wand that gave him the scar, was the twin to his wand. Well,
yeah,
then,
and the thing,
then
the
he
thing,
talks
the thing
to
is, well, here's the
Hagrid
thing though. Here's the thing though. I know what the movie was doing. They wanted to build up to that moment because Ollivander literally just says it was he who must not be named.
Yeah.
What was in the book? They said it was he who must not be named had the other tail feather, but he doesn't say that. But well, I mean, he doesn't quite say it as outright. He said the one who gave you that scar.
Yeah, he never said he who must not be named. It's Hagrid who says he who must not be named, not.
Yeah, but what's funny is like the whole like, could you write it down? No, can't spell it. Like that is a line directly taken from the books.
Yeah, that's
which is very Hagrid. That's very Hagrid.
Yeah, that's very Hagrid.
But like when they're in the hut, he leaves with Hagrid. But what actually happens is I think he leaves the Haggard, but then he goes back to the Dursleys for like a week.
For a
And-
month. No, it's a whole month.
Oh,
Because he picks him up. This is done on July 31st. You don't leave for Hogwarts until September 1st.
oh my God, we're being invaded by he. This is he who must not be named is inviting us. Is invading us.
Oh,
Nick
no.
Phoenix, did you put your name in the Goblet of Cringe?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I didn't put my name into the CG King's goblet. No, sorry,
I did.
didn't do that.
I did.
Why did you do that? Why? I specifically told you I did not want to be put in that goblet. You did it anyway.
I did it anyway.
Why?
Because. Oh no, it's good to have you here, John. It's good to have you here.
Always good to have him invade us. John be like,
I finished my
sorry, I haven't busted. I've kept that clip. I don't know why I've kept that clip, but
Oh no, it works.
I wanted a reason to bust it out. So
Oh yeah. No, but yeah, there's an entire month that they miss in the book. In the
yeah,
movie.
they pretty much just avoid him. And he asks them to take them to King's Cross. They say, "Oh, we got to go to the hospital." Like, so Dudley has a pig's tail for a full month. That is,
Dude, I'm sorry, but I don't feel bad for Dudley of all characters.
I do like that he gets better as the series goes on.
Yeah, he gets better. I mean, yeah, he has his teenage anger moments, but everybody.
It's
does.
one of those things where I saw I solemnly swear that I am up to no cringe. John, I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Oh,
I don't. You are full of crap, my friend. Full of very, very large and smelly crap.
Yeah, no.
I
like
mean, you're
how
an orc, so that makes sense.
He's taking Harry Potter lines and he's making them work. That's amazing.
See, the reason why is orcs don't get fiber. They just have too much protein. Oh, we got Parrot Head here. Oh,
Nice. Hey, what's
he's
up,
a
Parrot?
hairy-headed jet, ran amok in Kent. Lately, he's been overheard in Mayfair. You better stay from him. Is this bad poetry?
No. Bad poetry is me doing poetry. Don't do it. Don't ask me.
That is fair. If you guys are having fun, please give us a like.
Oh, for sure.
And for a $10 super chat, we'll have Jason do some bad poetry.
Oh goodness.
Oh gosh. But yeah, like the whole time frame stuff.
Yeah, the whole time frame. I mean,
there's multiple Quidditch matches in the book. I think there's like 3.
there's
That one I don't blame them for because those Quidditch matches probably cost a ton.
Yeah, no, they cost a ton. I don't blame them for not having all the Quidditch matches in this book. In Prisoner of Azkaban, complete foul. Complete foul the entire way. Non-stop. That is the one year that Harry Potter actually wins the Quidditch tournament in school. That should have been in the movie.
Yeah, and like that one has like I think they just have like the one where like the Dementors come to the game and like
that's it. Yeah, you're right. That's it. That's the only one they have. And that's it. And then in all the other movies, it's never touched again.
I'm trying to think because like the 6th book from 6 because like I think he doesn't.
Oh no,
the 5th year is the last year he's on the team.
You're right. It is touched in 6 because that's Ron's first year as a keeper. You're right. It is touched in 6.
Yeah, like he's the captain of the team by the 6th year, but he gets booted off. And incidentally, I actually do like in the 6th book the Gryffindors do win without Harry, so that's Ron's victory. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Werewolves of London. Oh. Why am I doing that? What?
Now I'm going to have to listen to that song for the 18th time this year. Dang you.
So fun little lore drop here. I tried to do this like whole stream series called Cringe Cinema where we just like reacted to stuff on Twitch. The first time I tried to do it, I got banned for 3 days. You want to know why?
Huh.
we played the transformation sequence from An American Werewolf in London.
Oh no.
And there was like a half a second of bare werewolf butt. And I got a 3-day ban for nudity. Twitch.
Yeah, give me a second.
Please keep it classy, Twitch. Let's see here. I mean, I guess if we're talking about this movie, we got to talk about the rat in the room. So I can guarantee you, Scabbers was a male rat because that rat was way too big.
Sorry, my family just came in to ask me for orders. Eesh, my bad. What were you talking about?
We're talking about rats, and I'm probably gonna be grabbing charcoal here in a second.
Okay, yeah, no.
That rat was way too big. See, here's the thing though. Rats live on average between 2 and 3 years.
Yes.
Sometimes they can live 4 years. I think 5 is kind of the record. They had, and this is more of a thing for book 3. They've had Scabbers in their family for like 20 years.
Yeah, something like not
like,
20 years exactly, but almost.
And they just say he's a rat. He's just a normal rat. He is not magical, and he's not a magical creature in any way whatsoever.
Yeah, that like if I was if I was Percy's, because he's the first one to own Scabbers. If I was Percy's parents, and this kid's like, "Oh, I just found a normal rat. It won't leave me alone," and that normal rat lives past year 3, I'd have stunned the rat, taken it to a doctor, or whatever.
I mean, 3 years old for a rat is not uncommon.
Well, no, like past 3rd year. Like year 4, year 5, year 6.
Well, the thing is, like, if year like 4 or 5 is, it happens. But year 6, if it goes to 6 years, then it's like, no.
No, this rat is not normal. What is it? Stun it, examine it. Oh my god, this is Percy, or not Percy Weasley. This is, what's his freaking name? It's.
So the oldest pet rat on record, recognized by Guinness World Records, who lived to be 7 years old and 4 months.
7 years old and 4 months. Okay.
That's the record.
Once it lives past that record, parent stuns the rat, takes it. It's revealed to be Peter Pettigrew. Oh my god, this guy's been lying the entire time. Sirius Black wouldn't have been in jail the entire time. It would have been discovered at some point.
So yeah, like for like 3 to 4 years, like yeah, you know that's an old rat, but it's not unusual. Like 6, obviously, like that's a Guinness World Record, which is 7. They had him for 20 years.
Yep.
There's no way. No way. Like at the 10-year mark, you'd be looking at that rat, be like, this rat's 10 years old. I may not have Googled to Google like what the oldest rat is, but rats aren't supposed to live 10 years.
Yeah, rats aren't supposed to live 10 years. And stun it. What is this thing? Oh my god, it's a human being.
All right, so you guys want to see what a real life Scabbers? I mean, you guys know what I'm about to do. Here, talk for a second, please.
Yeah, no, it's the Scabbers thing that has always irked me the wrong way.
You knew what was coming, didn't you, girl? You knew what was coming.
Yeah, the Scabbers thing has irked me the wrong way the entire time. It does not work when you think about a real rat. Rats don't live that long, and it's too big to be a normal rat. Case in point, we're about to see what a normal...
I'm just trying to be careful because, like, charcoal shields are just drop.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
There you go. See, everyone, this is the size of a normal rat.
To be clear, this is a female rat, so female rats tend to be smaller, and Scabbers was a male rat. Like that sucker was huge.
Yeah.
Also, knowing what I know about rats, that rat either had to, because like male rats tend to have like 2 very large things kind of dangling.
Two adjustments at the bottom end.
2 adjustments. If you notice, I feel like they like the camera was very clear. Like, okay, we can only shoot this rat from certain angles.
Yeah, we can't shoot it from a different angle because it's gonna be obvious.
Oh, thank you, Nathan. Is this your first time seeing charcoal? I bring her out pretty regularly.
Oh yeah, she is adorable for sure.
Yeah, he's the greatest. I love her. But yeah, like I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. If I was going to Hogwarts, yeah, I'd bring a rat.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
I don't think it's even like a thing. Two equipments. Yes, two
yes,
equipments.
two equipments, two equipments. I would
All
actually,
right, be prepared for max cuteness.
yep. Aw, that's adorable. That is, it's just too cute, man. You know what I would bring?
What?
A black mamba.
A snake?
A black mamba.
Black? Would you name her Black Mamba number 5?
Yep. Exactly. Uh, yeah.
And I'd be like, Jason, did your pet eat my pet?
No. No, it ain't Jacobs. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I just maximum cuteness.
It's either that or I would bring a magical shark for some reason.
Magical shark.
Don't ask why.
Yes.
Aw. I like how she just sticks her head out just enough that she's like, "What is all this stuff?" You know what?
What's his?
And then she runs back in.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that like he feels safe enough to be in my sleeve, that says a lot about our bond.
Yeah, exactly. She knows she's not going to be hurt or anything like that.
No, she's just gonna be petted.
Yeah, exactly.
She doesn't bite the hands that feed her.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, the hand, kind of thing.
But yeah, like we were saying, that rat being alive for like 20 years, however long they had it, that's unheard of.
So it might be closer to like 12, which is still unbelievable.
Oh yeah,
You know.
it's still closer to 12 years because
'Cause,
he was a rat for as long as Sirius was in prison.
Yeah, so basically he fully became a rat shortly after Harry's parents died. At least 10 years. At least 10 years.
We're not on book. We're not covering movie 3 yet.
I think by The Prisoner of Azkaban.
He
know
was.
what? Let me look it up.
Yeah.
How long did the Weasleys have scabbards? Scabbards. Peter Pettigrew was with the Weasley family for 12 years.
Yeah, at your mark, which is actually
12. Yeah.
no. His 10-year mark would be Philosopher's Stone, which would be the first movie, first book, the first movie.
And I think it's implied by the movie that like scabbards had recently been passed down to Ron.
Yeah. Yeah, it's at that start of Philosopher's Stone that as a parent I'd be like, that rat is alive too long to not be magical.
Yeah.
I would have taken it in, got it looked at, and then I would have tested it magically to see what it is.
So guys, if it's like 10 years on and I still somehow have charcoal, you guys should be having an intervention that like, maybe charcoal's like a wizard hiding out from somebody.
Exactly.
Oh
Although knowing your luck, Nick, that's probably Morgan Le Fay.
God. No.
Think of it this way. In the original stories of Morgan Le Fay, she's actually pretty sexy.
Sorry, it's awkward because like
I
this
know.
rat, she sees everything I do. Everything I do.
That is kind of creepy.
Yeah. Charcoal. Are you Morgan Le Fay? Are you Morgan Le Fay, girl? Are you just a human? She's looking all nervous and shit. Funny.
That's hilarious. Oh.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Oh my god. Does this look like Morgan Le Fay to you?
No, it's too cute.
Too cute.
Uh,
I mean, we're doing a thing on Harry Potter. What better time to bring out my rat?
yeah, exactly. But yeah, there's very few things that are that blatantly something's wrong.
And the thing is, like, I feel like wizards would be aware of the lifespan of rats. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah,
I get, like, like, okay, Ron doesn't know who Batman is. Okay, fair,
yeah,
fair
fair,
enough.
fair.
But like, rat care. If rats are pets for wizards, I feel like they would know, like, okay, the lifespan of a normal rat is, X and X. Like, it would be fairly easily knowledge. Like,
Yeah, no, that's like the most basic common knowledge
or
right
even
there.
like Hermione, like when she hears, like, oh, how old is Scabbers? Oh, he's about 10 years old.
Yeah,
Like Hermione, I think, would be aware of lifespan of a rat. I feel like that's knowledge that she would have. Like, she'd be like that. Or at the very least, she'd be like that's really old, Ron. Like, I feel like alarm bells would go off in her head, and probably even Harry's head as well.
yeah, no, I mean even Harry would know that rats don't live that long. That's like the most basic knowledge.
Even if he doesn't know, like, the full year count, because 7 years is like that was the record. That most rats are like 2 to 3 years. Is if you
Yeah.
can get 2 years out of a rat, you've succeeded as a rat owner.
I didn't know
Um,
the rat lifespan until I met my friend Jace, and years later I find out he had a pet rat, and he told me rats don't usually live past 3 years, and I was like, okay, that makes sense because dogs don't live that long, cats don't live that long. It makes sense.
well, cats can live on an average between like 15 and 20 years. I know, like, the oldest cat was like 35 years old.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I a bus driver of mine, she would talk with me as she's driving along, whatever. She had a cat that was 16 years old.
my parents, growing up, they had a cat named Mickey. He was a tuxedo cat.
Hmm.
He lived to be 19 years old. They
Yeah.
actually got the cat a year before I did. Me and Mickey never really got along, but I still felt sad when he died.
Oh yeah. No,
Um,
yeah. No.
but yeah, so Charcoal will be a year old in April, so I got plenty of time left with her.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
look at her; she is healthy. She is very, very healthy.
Yeah, which is
Um,
good.
yeah, like a cat living to 30. Yeah, I could see that. But if a cat was like 50 years old, that, like, 40 years old might be a little
That,
bit weird.
yeah, no. See, that would make me ask questions. I mean, it's not a Greenland shark. Do you know how long those things live?
How long?
300 years. That's the oldest we've figured out.
I mean,
They
like, if you
live.
want long-term pets, get like a tortoise or a parrot. Like, some of those parrots can live up to like 70 years, and that's their normal lifespan. Like, a parrot is a pet that you have to have a death plan for. Like, it's like a parrot. It's like, all right, so mom's the owner, but like as she gets older, she makes sure, like, her daughter is around the pet, so like when the mom dies, the daughter takes it over, and there's continuity of it to where, like, you're not my main owner, but I still like you, so okay, fine,
Yeah.
whatever.
You know which one I'd actually like?
And tortoises can be really old as well.
Oh yeah. You know which one I'd like to take as a pet
What?
because of you? A crow.
Oh, yes. One of my favorite fun factoids is, so the turtles from the original Rocky movie?
Yeah.
They are still alive.
That does not surprise me.
In fact, I think the turtles you saw in Creed, like, by the way, they're not Sylvester Stallone's. They're somebody else's. But they did actually show up in Creed, I believe.
Interesting.
But they're turtles, so that makes sense. Turtles.
I mean, they're turtles. There was a freaking turtle or a tortoise, whatever it was, found with freaking Civil War bullets in its shell. In its shell. That's impressive.
Yeah. So the oldest living turtle is estimated to be around 193 years old. Born okay, that's fine. Born around 1832.
Dang.
Yeah, like a lot of these turtles, like there are turtles alive. Like you could have a turtle, okay? Like you could have a picture of Abraham Lincoln, holding this like young baby turtle, and it could still be alive today. How crazy is that?
Okay. The
Uh,
Civil
are-
War era tortoise.
all right, I'm gonna go put charcoal away. So you just say that. I'll do that. Okay,
I'm gonna
thank you.
I'm gonna keep talking. All right. Yes, fine. I'll shut off the heater.
Have fun.
The creature most commonly associated with having Civil War era bullets embedded in its shell is an alligator snapping turtle. Period. That literally is what it was.
All right.
That's impressive.
What was it?
It was an alligator snapping turtle. Had
Okay.
Civil War era bullets in its shell.
Oh wow, is it still alive?
Is it still alive? It's over 200 years old, so maybe.
Jonathan is the tortoise that's like 200 years old.
Yeah, here it is. Here's the second paragraph. While tortoises are noted for their long lifespans, some living over 150 years old, with the oldest recorded at 152. So this is probably that tortoise that we're talking about right now.
Jonathan the tortoise is almost 200 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is 193 years old in 2025. That is insane.
Well, you want to know something else? It's a little kind
Oh
of.
no, parrot. Okay, wait. Yes, the famous Rocky Turtles, Cuff and Link, are still alive. Yeah, like I know it's. I'm pretty sure somebody else owns them.
Oh yeah.
Cuff and Link are the turtles from Rocky, and they're still alive.
Yeah. I know that much. Well, I knew their names, not how long they've been alive. Let me be clear.
To be fair, they looked pretty young in Rocky, so like they'll probably be around for a while.
Meanwhile, 100 years down the road, yes, everyone, the tortoises or whatever from Rocky are still alive. They're right here.
I remember this one video I saw where like this 90-year-old woman, she was walking to this pet event and she had this turtle. She got it when she was 5 years old in 1935. And she's had it her entire life. How cool is that? How cool, like
that is awesome. It's very rare. And it's funny how we're talking about scabbers and it comes to this really awesome, cool information about tortoises.
Like for example, if Peter Pettigrew, if his like Animagus Thorm was a turtle, nobody would have asked these questions. If he was a parrot, nobody would be asking these questions. Like
nobody
would be asking these questions right now. If he was just a bird or a turtle,
Yeah. A bird, a turtle. For crying out loud, if he was a freaking raven, nobody would ask these questions. No one.
Ravens live 10 to 15 years in their natural habitat, but can reach 40 to 50 years or even 80 in human care. So, yeah, Raven would be fine.
Yeah.
Parrot head, I was thinking that. I just didn't want to say it. Meanwhile, the Legion of Doom.
Meanwhile, the Legion of Doom. Yes, we are pulling the meanwhile in the Legion of Doom category of this movie review. I mean, ironically, there's nothing bad we can actually truly say like that makes the movie atrocious because it's still really good. It holds up.
I will say the CGI in parts doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like what if I were to nitpick about this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the streamlining was probably a necessary choice because, you know, kids.
Kids, and at that time, having a 3 hour movie was unheard of. This movie running almost 2 hours was
It
unheard
was
of.
a long like people don't realize like we're used to movies being like 2.5 hours, but like a 2 hour movie was long at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember, I think Spider-Man 3 was 2.5 hours. That was considered a slog. Though to be fair, this was the era of Lord of the Rings being a 3 hour movie, but that was very much an outlier.
Yeah, that. But Lord
Oh,
of the
you think 3 hours is too long of a movie? Let's watch the extended editions, which are 4.5 hours. Like, and better yet, let's watch all of them. Which is like, let's just get into a movie theater, which was all the extended editions. Like, do you remember when they actually did like that marathon of the extended editions in theaters? It's like 16 hours or something.
Yeah, I remember that. They
Uh,
literally
oh,
had breaks so people could go to the restroom because they knew they'd need it.
so the extended version of Lord of the Rings is 11 hours and 26 minutes to 12 hours, depending on credits. I like how Return of the King just has an hour of extra stuff.
It's just an hour of extra stuff. Why did we do this? Because we can, and it's freaking Lord of the Rings. You better.
I will say this as a little preview if we ever do Lord of the Rings. My one problem with the Return of the King is they have like this big climactic Mount Doom, and then there's just a half hour of wrap up, and it's like, we've already had the climax. Please just let us go home already. I was like, it's like feels like being kept hostage because like they had to do like half hour of like wrap ups and everything.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, the Legion of the Shire.
Meanwhile, in the Shire, somebody's getting married. Meanwhile, in the Shire, somebody's giving birth. Meanwhile, over here in the kingdom of mankind, nothing.
Oh gosh. Faramir would have kept the movie under 3 hours.
Oh god.
I miss that meme. I miss that meme so much.
Oh, dude, that meme needs to come back.
Gosh. One of these we'll do Lord of the Rings eventually. I think we have to.
We're gonna have to at some point.
I feel like if we do that, I need to do like a watch along on my Discord for the extended version and just kind of thing.
I will literally riot. Why? No one knows.
Riot just a riot, I guess.
yeah. Why are we doing it? I don't know. They actually made us watch the 5 hour walk along that should have been that's in the book, but they cut out of the movie because it would have made the movie 15 hours long.
Oh gosh. I have to play something. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen this video.
No, I probably haven't.
Oh gosh. All right. Here you go, my friend. Okay, like, is
Yeah.
that just like the greatest thing ever?
Yeah, no, that is actually probably how his publishers were going at the time. Can we just cut like half this?
See,
No.
this is why like that video is just so great because it's like exaggerating, but it's still kind of accurate, you know.
It's kind of accurate. And at the time, they weren't going to tell this guy no because The Hobbit sold boatloads. And then they published, because originally what he wanted to do,
Lord of the Rings was supposed to be one book.
Yeah.
It was broken up into threes by the publishers.
Yep. Because that all three of those books were actually originally supposed to be one ginormous book that would have made the Bible look small.
I think Lord of the Rings is like 1,006 pages.
Yeah. Something like that. Let me look that up. But yeah.
Not including appendices. By the
Yeah.
way.
How many pages is Lord of the Rings Fellowship without appendices? Let's see. Without appendices is 423 pages without appendices.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's just a normal, and I literally.
Is that Fellowship of the Ring? Because like no, that's not Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's Fellowship. All
Okay.
three books. Yeah, that's just
The
Fellowship.
appendices is part of Return of the Kings. Fellowship doesn't have any appendices.
Okay. How many
So just so you
pages
know,
are
Harry
the-
Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone has 223 pages and 320 pages for the U.S. edition. Which is crazy because my book Lost Kingdom is about 400 pages, so I'm doing something wrong here.
Okay, here's the thing. All three books combined they're saying between 1,100 pages and 1,200 pages. All three together.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's what he originally wanted to put out, everyone. That is a book that you could literally use as a bludgeoning device. And nobody would bat an eyelash. And to check my quote.
But yeah, anyway, let's kind of get in the weeds here. Let's kind of move forward.
Yeah. Let's move forward.
So, we're approaching the end of the first hour. So, I would say for Harry Potter, I'm gonna give this a. I'm not sure if I want to give it a 9.5 or a 9 out of 10. I'd say 9.5 because it's almost perfect.
Yeah.
The CG looks a little bit dodgy, but everything else just kind of clicks.
I was like you. My initial thought was 9, but I agree with you. It's a 9.5. It is a 9.5.
Yeah.
It's almost perfect, but there are certain things that just make it not quite. Not quite. Okay, so can I start World War III now?
Yes, you may.
All right. I don't mean to offend anyone. I get it. That Harry Jenny is a beloved relationship. I get it. But from book 1, book 2, book 3, I thought it was going to be Harry Hermione the entire time for most of the books. And then it goes Harry Jenny.
To be fair, there is a big difference between book Ginny and movie Ginny. Like it is a very much a meme in the fandom. The difference between like book Ginny and kind of thing.
Book Jenny is actually very. I've read all 5 out of 6 books. She's actually a better character in the books.
In my opinion, I think Harry works best with Luna. That's my ship, not my ship.
Yeah, no, and that's
Luna
a fair one.
understands Harry in a way that no one else does.
Exactly.
But I gotta be honest with you. Nothing against the actress for Hermione, but the character was very annoying. Like honestly, she's the kind of person where if I went to school with her, I would avoid her like the plague. You know, like those know-it-alls.
Yeah.
She does get better, and I'm sure it's like one of those things where like when you get to know her, you know what kind of thing. Like you would think Hermione would be in Ravenclaw, but because of her values of like friendship and loyalty, that what puts her in a Gryffindor. Because the thing about the Sorting Hat is it's not you're ambitious Slytherin, you're brave Gryffindor. It looks at the sum total. Like Harry is very ambitious, he's very cunning. Like he almost got into Slytherin, but because of his like courage and loyalty and the fact that he wanted to go to Gryffindor, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah. I think the hat can be swayed into putting you one place, unless it is very clear that no, you belong here. Like Snape, or not Snape, Malfoy.
Oh, one of the other differences that I remember noticing this when I was a kid is in the books, the Sorting Hat talks to you alone. He like nobody else can hear it, but he just talks aloud to everybody.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Even when I write in fanfics, if it's the Sorting Hat being put on somebody's head, the Sorting Hat is talking to them and them alone, and no one else can hear it. Because that's how it is in the books. And that's the one thing in the movies that I think in my head knocks it down just a little bit, and then the CGI takes it the rest of the way to 5e or 9.5. I don't know why I'm thinking D&D 5e right now, but I am.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't work right where the Sorting Hat everybody can hear it. That's like this thing is reading my mind and screaming at everybody. Great.
One of the details I found interesting was, a Weasley. I know what to do with you, Gryffindor.
Yeah, it's like I'm not even gonna give you the chance.
No, but the fact that like Weasleys themselves. I mean, obviously you have the detail of like the hat barely touched Malfoy's head. You know. Oh, speaking of Malfoy, one thing I think like, so the first time you meet Malfoy in the movie is at the stairs, but in the books, he has this whole entire conversation where neither person knows who the other person is.
Yeah, at the where they're getting fitted for clothing.
The robes. Yeah, the robes.
Yeah. And a lot of Harry's understanding of the kind of person Draco is comes from that meeting and that meeting alone.
Yeah.
And then the whole Draco calling out Ron actually happens on the train, not at Hogwarts itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a certain shuffling around of things. I
mean, it doesn't make the story worse. It's just when you've read the books, it actually kind of sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, I think one of the things that like reason why Harry Potter is kind of stuck around is honestly, it's kind of the way it's kind of written. Like one of the key components in the early books is the most powerful magic is the magic of love. The fact that Harry's mother gave his life for her gives him a certain amount of protection, you know. And we don't realize this till later. The reason he goes back to his Dursleys is because he's with his family. That gives him a certain aura of protection.
Yeah,
and the reason in book 4 when he's attacked at the games, it's because they thought the protection would be weaker there.
Yep.
One of the things I don't know if this is like I'm not like I don't go deep into the Harry Potter fandom discussion, so everything here I'm shooting from the hip. So this might be stuff that's been talked to death for like ages.
I watch.
I believe Molly's love for Harry was a form of protection.
I would agree with that. That hasn't been talked about. I watch Super Carlin Brothers. That's another YouTuber. And they've covered a lot of the theories that fly around, and they've come up with some of their own.
One of my favorite moments from the movies is "Not my daughter, you bitch!" Like I love that scene because Molly's like this frumpy housewife, like you don't realize that she comes from a family of like highly accomplished duelists. But like I love that scene where like she's dueling Bellatrix and like you can just see like Molly be like, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, I'm actually doing this!" Like
Yeah.
and like when she finally does it, she has like this look of like.
Yeah, I know.
It's like I love it because you just can't like go Molly.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna be hated by two groups at the same time. I don't care.
Molly's one of my favorite characters.
Molly Weasley carries a very British version of Martha Kent, if you know who I'm talking about.
She's very much like a Brit. She's like I have to feel like Molly is probably based off of someone that J.K. Rowling loved very much, probably her own mother. Like,
probably.
Like I'm sorry, there's just so much love to that character. Like you can tell the author really loved the character, who the character was based off of.
Yeah, if I were to ever write a novel about my favorite D&D character that I personally created, you could tell that I've spent years dealing with this character. Is she based off somebody I know? Kind of. Do I like this person? Yeah, very much so. That's why they are the way they are.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, the character that I created is evil. The person is not. I'll grant that.
Okay.
But she's got that character that person's personality to a T.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that person very much so.
Yeah. I mean, I've based stuff in my works off of people that I know. I'm not going to say who, but
Oh yeah, no, I'm being as ambiguous as possible because I respect the person, even though she is long gone. I'm not going to disrespect her name or her legacy by saying this evil character's personality is based off this person over here.
Yeah, you don't do that.
You don't do that. You don't do that. No. That is like levels of disrespect that is unimaginably unkind.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If you look at like J.K. Rowling, the thing that I don't agree with some of J.K. Rowling's politics, but I respect where she came from, and I respect her work as an author for Harry Potter. And if you look at her life, she's had a very interesting life leading up to this. Like she came from a working class background. She has a rags to riches story, and as an American, I can't help but respect that. If I met J.K. Rowling and I had dinner with her, we might actually get into an argument. We might actually get into a debate on some stuff.
I would get in debates with her, but it would be out of respect, not hatred.
I don't even say hatred. I'm saying like we might have some heated exchanges of politics or whatever. But at the same time, it's like you can disagree with someone politically, but respect them as an artist. And I respect J.K. Rowling as an artist.
Absolutely.
And honestly, I kind of respect her as a human being on it. Like, I don't agree with her politically.
Well, yeah, I don't agree with her politically, but given the crap that she's been through her whole life and what she's endured for the last decade, I respect her because she did not back down. I'm sorry, that comes from being in Texas. I'm sorry, but if you've got a spine, you got my respect.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I feel she strikes me as a person to where if you ask to agree to disagree with her, I feel like she might respect it if you're being like respectful.
Yeah, if you respect her opinion, whether you agree with it or not, if you respect her opinion, she's not going to be angry. But if you disrespect her opinion and her at the same time, I can't see that conversation going in your favor. Because this woman knows her stuff. Like she does. I'm sorry. I've never, unless they're blatantly an idiot, like I can be sometimes. I'll admit that. There's no reason to sit there and go, well, because you say this one thing, you have no credibility.
Here's another thing I want to touch. We're getting into the weeds again.
Yeah, we're in the weeds.
One of the things I do enjoy about the books is they're not afraid to go horror. Like the whole Forbidden Forest stuff is straight out horror. Or in the second book with the spiders, it's straight out like the books are not afraid to become a horror novel for a few chapters. Like, and it gets as the series goes on, they go more in the direction. But it's a fantasy novel, but it has like elements of horror kind of mixed in.
Well, think of the basilisk for a minute. That is an actual legendary creature in the real world.
No, I mean, I doubt they turn you to stone if you see it, but
Well, no.
We're also you're I'm trying to keep things on a certain point, brother.
Well, yeah, I'm trying.
Stop trying to pull me in different directions.
Oh no, I'm sticking with the horror.
No, you're pulling me into animal stuff. We're talking about horror here.
Well, it's what I'm trying to do.
All right, so I'm just gonna keep on going.
Yeah, keep going. This is horror.
The most interesting thing is, when the time the books came out, you had stuff like Goosebumps, Fear Street, Animorphs, like horror for kids.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Goosebumps TV show.
Yeah.
So horror for kids was very much a thing, and so these books having the horror elements was perfect timing.
Yes, very much so.
Because the thing is, all art is a product of the time in which it is made.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like art is always affected by the era in which it's created.
Yeah. If kids today were to look back at, or, the young adult parents of today, people in their mid to late 20s, were to look back at Are You Afraid of the Dark and realize that we watched this at 13, 14, 12 years old, they would be terrified.
I don't know, because, if you go back and rewatch Are You Afraid of the Dark, by the way, the show still holds up. Like, it's basically it's basically a kiddie Twilight Zone.
Oh, yeah. It's a kiddie Twilight Zone.
It's scary, but it's not like it's kid scary. Honestly, if you want to know what's scary, some of those Goosebumps stuff, I remember the Haunted Mask. By the way, we're 2 months, 2 to 3 months too late for this, but one of my things that scared me is that scene where it's like, where is the line? I can't see the line, like that kind of thing.
I don't remember that one. It's
Haunted Mask is one of the most famous Goosebumps stories.
Huh.
And that was the first pilot of the TV show.
I don't remember it. I'm not saying I haven't seen it. I don't remember it.
You have not seen. Come on, man.
No, I'm fairly certain I've seen it. I don't remember it.
Gotta get this mask off. It's boiling inside. Good idea. What's the matter? Ouch! Carly Beth, what is it? The mask. It won't come off. Really? Can't get it off? It's like it's stuck to my skin.
Well, it's gonna sound pretty dumb if we have to call the fire department to come get you.
Shut up and help me!
The terror in her voice.
You really are stuck, aren't you? Oh, please be very gentle. It really hurts. Maybe we can cut it off. What's this?
See what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's terrifying. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I just didn't remember.
Yeah, that's a classic. That is a classic,
Yeah.
Because if you know any Goosebumps story, Haunted Mask is one of them. It's one of the ones you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I probably saw it. I just didn't remember it because I've seen so much stuff. It is. I'm actually surprised that was for teenagers back in the day. Oh my God, that's.
I don't know. 90s was an interesting time for kid horror. It was interesting in the 90s. Even stuff like Tales from the Crypt, which wasn't for kids, but kids kind of watched it. HBO Tales from the Crypt.
I remember it. I actually
the
watched
Crypt
it.
Keeper.
I I know exactly. I was one of those kids that watched it regularly. Give me.
Yeah, like McKitty horror in this in the 90s was interesting because Twilight Zone was being replayed regularly. In the 2000s, Twilight Zone was kind of related to like 4th of July, New Year's. They had
Yeah.
sci-fi, had the marathon. But
But
in the
no,
90s, Twilight Zone was very popular. In the
very. It
90s,
was very popular. We watched it, and you said Tales of the Crypt. Get this. I
Tales from the
watched it.
Crypt, which is based off of a 50s comic, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. I know that. Um, I watched it so much that I actually had nightmares of the Crypt Keeper himself. Yep. So that's how you know somebody's watched it to the point that their mind is actually playing it again in there while they dream.
Yeah. So anyway, so like Harry Potter going in those directions was not only perfectly fine, but it was actually kind of a good thing. And I do find it interesting. In the Forbidden Forest scene, it does get very kind of scary. And the second movie with the spiders, oh gosh,
Yeah.
that one was.
Well, I mean, spider phobia is one of the most common fears.
Have you
in
ever seen the
world.
movie Arachnophobia?
Yep. I've seen it. Been 20, 25 years since I've seen it. But I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
What's the big one about the giant snake? What the fuck?
Anaconda.
Anaconda. I've seen that one.
We're talking about like just animal movies. Have you seen Lake Placid?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but Lake Placid lives rent free in my head because it has Betty White in it.
Oh god.
You know, I like, and she's like the caretaker of the crocodiles.
Betty
and this
White
was kind of like the begin. Like Lake Placid to me was the beginning of the Betty White Renaissance. Like I feel like she kind of she had her initial stuff, then she had her Golden Girls, but I feel like with Lake Placid, that's when she entered her final form.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
Betty White, at the end, like the last 20 to 30 years of her life, she was everyone's favorite dirty grandma.
Dude, Betty White has been living rent free in my head since I was 14.
But
Golden Girls
Betty
era.
White is a grandmother that tells you to put a condom on.
Yes.
No. It's like the teenager's like, oh, my balls itch, and your grandma says, well, maybe put a condom on next time. You wouldn't have that issue. Grandma. That's Betty
My
White.
grandma would never say. Well, okay, one of my grandmothers wouldn't say that. The other one would. The other one most definitely would.
Yeah.
My mom's mom would say that. My mom's mom had no problem with me at 15 wanting to smoke.
But yeah,
I'm
like
not
anyway,
saying-
the thing I like about Lake Placid is she's just playing basically like a sweet old grandmother. But like Betty White, I don't know why, but like she is great in those roles where she's just playing a sweet old grandmother, but there's like this slightly sinister edge to it that she just makes it work.
Dude, Betty White is like a grade A actress. Period.
Also, it's just Betty White is just one of those actors where like she'll just say, "Up yours, a-hole," or something like that. Just something outrageous, and it's like it's Betty White. You know she says this stuff, but it's still she's so sweet looking. She's so nice.
Exactly.
It would be like if Dolly Parton just all of a sudden told you to f off. You know what? You
believe it?
That Dolly. I don't know. I'm sure Dolly Parton swears, but
No, I believe it.
Wrap Dolly Parton in cellophane, please.
If Dolly Parton were to say, "Go F yourself," I'd be like, "Yes, ma'am. What have I done to offend you?" And that would be the immediate response. And another thing, Betty White was one of the last Hollywood stars, literally. The only one still alive today is Tom Cruise. I'm sorry. You might be able to stretch it and say, who played John Cain? Or
Clint Eastwood is still alive, but he's not really acting.
yeah.
Like there's a couple of them, but like, it depends on who's acting. Like Jack Nicholson is still alive, but he's not really acting anymore.
And yeah, he's not really acting. Who played Neo in The Matrix? Technically, he's a movie star.
Who?
Neo from The Matrix.
Keanu Reeves.
I can never remember his name.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
No, I think when you're talking about like Betty White, it's like the old Hollywood kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
the old Hollywood stars. There's not many left.
not many left who are still around.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage, Tom Cruise.
Nicolas Cage. Like, okay, you're not like old school stars. I'm thinking like 70s and 60s. And if they came up in the 80s, I don't really classify them as old. Like, I get that they're old, but I'm not talking about like golden age of Hollywood. Like,
Yeah, the
Mary
golden
Tyler
age.
Moore is still alive, kind of thing.
Really? I thought she died a long time ago. I've been wrong so many times, so don't quote me on it. She could be alive.
Oh, she died in 2017. Okay.
Okay.
She was 80 years old. Wow. I feel like 80 feels young.
Yeah, no, it feels young, but Dick
Dick Van Dyke is still appearing from time to time.
Dick Van Dyke is still alive. He's 100 years old.
That is like I know Julie Andrews is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
She is 90 years old.
Damn.
I don't know. It's like, to me, it's like there's only so many people left who knew Walt Disney or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And when all those people are gone, that's going to be an end of an era.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Kurt Russell was a child star under Walt Disney. You know, like Walt Disney's last broadcast, he talked about Kurt Russell.
So Kurt Russell knew him. Dick Van Dyke obviously knew him.
Julie Andrews. Trying to think of like what other old school Disney stars that might still be alive. It's kind of difficult. Like, Alice in Wonderland. Oh wow. So Catherine Beaumont.
Okay.
Who did the voice of Alice in Wonderland, and Wendy Darling, is still alive.
Really?
I'm looking at Wikipedia right now. She was born in 1938.
Okay, that makes sense.
That is wild. I remember they did bring her back for Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember when they did DuckTales Remastered?
No.
Way4 did a remake of the DuckTales game for the NES.
Yeah.
You've never heard of this?
No, I've heard of it. I never played it, but I heard of it.
Did you know they brought back the voice actors?
Really?
All right, let me just kind of show you this real quick. Check this out.
Cuss me, Kilts. Me money bin alarm. Quick, Duckworth, get the limo.
They brought back the original Scrooge.
Get her in gear, sir.
Like, you can actually hear
Hurry,
the age in his
Duckworth,
voice,
hurry!
but it's still
The
it works.
pedal is to the
Yeah.
middle, Mr. McDuck.
Yeah.
By the
so-
way,
yeah.
this is on PC if you want to play it.
Yeah, sure. Oh, man.
But yeah, it's always weird, like seeing who's still alive and who's not. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like Catherine Beaumont still being alive is wild. Though to be fair, she was really young when she did Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, yeah. So but that makes sense that she's still alive and she knew.
Yeah.
But that's just the thing. We're going to be old, and eventually people are going to be like, man, all these Harry Potter actors, they're all really old now, and everyone's like, and we're all, yeah, we were there when it started.
Yeah, it would be like someone talking to Daniel Radcliffe asking him to tell an Alan Rickman story.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing that thank you. You kind of accidentally led us back to Harry Potter. Most of the adult actors in this movie are dead. Maggie Smith passed away. Richard Harris obviously passed away. Alan Rickman, Robbie Coltrane.
Mm-hmm.
Warwick Davis is still alive, thankfully. I mean, he's probably going to be with us for a little while longer because, he was 8 to 12 years old for Return of the Jedi, so they use that as kind of like your baseline. How old is Warwick Davis?
Well, didn't they bring the same actor to play?
He's 55. So yeah, we got another 20 to 30 years of Warwick Davis, thankfully.
Yeah, no, isn't that the guy who played Flitwick?
Yeah, Flitwick and Griffuck.
Yeah, so we're getting the same Flitwick, which is amazing.
Wait, he is in it?
That's what I heard. I heard. No confirmation on this. Don't quote me.
Let's see here. Kind of looking it up right now. Yeah, he's playing Flitwick again. I mean, to be fair, how many other little people actors are there?
I can only think of one, and he can't play Flitwick. There's no way they'd let him play Flitwick.
So, I will say, based off the casting, I think John Lithgow as Dumbledore is a good choice.
Yeah, it's a good choice. They've got pictures of the scenes.
I think Nick Frost will probably be a decent Hagrid.
Yeah.
Anton Lesser, he was in Andor as Ollivander.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he'd be good Ollivander. Let's see here. Janek McTeer. Sorry, I have the IMDb. I'm looking it up, seeing what they're famous for. Mission Impossible, Me Before You, Tumbleweeds. Well,
we're getting a new Nicholas Flamel and his wife, and they don't look like wizened old fools like they did in Fantastic Beasts.
Here's my opinion. I think the first Fantastic Beasts film is actually good. Mm-hmm. It's just the other one, they went into a different direction with them.
Mm-hmm.
But the first Fantastic Beasts, I think, was a good one.
Yeah.
So Louise Bealey is playing Madame Hooch. I don't recognize her, sadly. But yeah, Anton Lesser as Ollivander.
Yeah.
They're having the Merovingian play Nicholas Flamel.
Yeah.
The actor for the Merovingian. He is a good actor.
Well, here's the thing. They have a WB released a picture of or a video of Dumbledore walking onto a beach, okay?
Uh-huh.
And on this same beach, there's a picture of Nicholas Flamel and his wife. And they don't look... You know how they made him look in Fantastic Beasts, like this really frail, wizened old man?
Yeah.
Where if you touch him, he breaks?
Yeah.
That's not the look he's got. He's got the... This is going into the Philosopher's Stone thing.
I actually do enjoy... Well, there's a couple reasons why I'm still typically excited for the Harry Potter thing. For one, each book is a season. So it's basically more book accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's very obvious they're setting it during the 90s. Because that's the thing you don't realize is the books actually take place during the 90s.
Yeah, I know that. They already have there's a picture of what
I think there's like a picture of Harry in like a very 90s tracksuit, which I
no,
appreciate.
no, that's what I was going to get into. The picture of Harry, the clothes that he's wearing are clearly 90s. There's when the first scene you see of the opening chapter, they actually have a picture of the newspapers that are right next to Vernon Dursley. Do you know
I think the new actor for Harry is like spot on. Like, oh my god, he
oh
looks
yeah,
great.
but the picture of the newspapers is Princess Diana being pregnant, which is period accurate for when for the 1980s.
All right, so I got a set photo thing kind of pulled up. Like it's yeah, like take a look at that. That is as a person who was a kid in the 90s. Yeah, that is like very very accurate.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I actually do think Nick Frost is actually. I think Robbie Coltrane was very good as Hagrid, but Nick Frost I think is very good choice.
It's a very good choice. They've got the right cast.
I like how there's like so few like good little people actors they could use. It's like, all right, fine, we'll just cast Warwick Davis again. I'm not mad. He was a good Flitwick, but it's just kind of funny.
Yeah, no, it's like there's very few people, and the guy from Game of Thrones can't do it. He doesn't carry the. Yes, he's a famous actor, but he can't pull that role. I'm sorry, he can't.
I mean, if you wanted to have him play like a goblin, I think he could play like Griffhook or like one of the more serious goblins. But yeah, see, the thing is, like Flitwick has a certain whimsy to him, with Warwick Davis is actually very great at like the whimsy kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't think Peter Dinklage could play Flitwick. I just don't see it. No. Goblin, sure. I can see him play like one of the goblins, like Griffhook or whatever.
Yeah, I can see him do that. Do I hate the actor? Absolutely not.
He's a good actor, but he can be kind of an a-hole.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He can be kind of an a-hole.
Like, remember the stuff? Like, he basically like ruined it for a bunch of people on Snow White.
Yeah, I remember that. I was gonna bring that up actually.
Yeah, he actually pissed off some people with that one.
Yeah. Yeah, every other actor with dwarfism just went, thanks, asshole.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, Hollywood's a weird place because, like, Hollywood is very height obsessed, especially for male actors. Like, if you're below 6 foot, you've got to be a dang good actor.
Yeah.
Because like Hollywood has this thing where they want the male actors to be taller than the females, and the thing is, a lot of female actresses have been getting taller. Like, for example, Robert Downey Jr. is famously
short.
How tall?
Well, short for Hollywood.
He's 5'9", which it's actually about is close to average height for a male. I'm 5'11", so I'm a little bit taller than.
I'm 5'2".
Oh, you're a little munchkin.
I'm a midget.
So yeah, like he'd have to wear like lifts in his shoes. Like famously, that's why Gwyneth Paltrow was barefoot in Avengers. It's not because of like some Tarantino-esque foot stuff, which I'm sure it was like, well, there's our excuse because Robert Downey Jr. is so short,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, like that scene, they are in their living room, they're in their home, so like her being barefoot is like whatever. That's funny.
I don't know. I might get bone extensions put in my legs. You never know.
Well, if you make $1 million, I'm sure you can do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Like I'm 5'11", or as I like to call it, Schrodinger 6 foot. Because, like, here's the thing. I'm 5'11". I'm an inch away from 6 foot. So if I put 6 foot on the dating sites and, like, a woman meets me, she's not going to be able to tell, you know?
Exactly.
Like, what is she going to do? Like, break out the... Like, I'm close enough that, like, if you just meet me, you know, it's like I say I'm 6 foot and they meet me, they'll believe it.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's only where it's like, you know,
If the girl was 6 foot herself, then she could tell.
yeah. But yeah, if she herself is like, you know, 5'7", 5'8", it's what, you know, it's whatever. Yeah, height's like this weird thing with dating. I've noticed.
Well, here's the thing. My youngest cousin actually did get married. She has a husband. It's good. Do you know how tall she is?
How tall?
6 foot even.
Oof.
She's tall.
See, that's the thing. It's like, it's always dating is always it's a game of extremes. So if you got a really tall woman, like let's say the woman is like 6'2", the guy she ends up marrying is going to be like 5'3". You know? Like,
Yeah. Romance is the extreme.
It is the extremes. You know, I just find that very weird. Imagine it's like you're 6 foot, you're a woman who's 6'3". Like, what? Who are you gonna date? Well, you want a guy that's taller than you? Who are you gonna date? Shaquille O'Neal?
Exactly. I mean, at that height,
like, have you seen some of these pictures of Shaquille? I think Shaq's like 6 foot or 7 foot tall or something. Like, Shaq is a freaking giant.
No, he's tall. You're looking it up?
Yeah. He's 7 foot 1 inches. Oh my god.
He's a touch shorter than Andre the Giant, man.
No wonder he was a basketball player. But like, oh my god, some of these.
You know who? If he could play basketball, you know who I'd like to be on my basketball team?
Who?
The world's tallest man, Woodrow Wilson or something. What is it? Oh god, I'm gonna look this up.
So I do have some pictures that I just got of Shaquille O'Neal standing next to some of these are kind of hilarious, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like look at him next to Kevin Hart.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Look at him next to Kevin Hart.
That is freaking funny as hell. He's like gigantic. Okay, the guy I'm thinking about. Have you ever heard of Robert Wadlow?
The world's tallest man?
The world's tallest man.
I have another picture to share actually. This is a picture of Shaq standing next to a wax figure of him. So like that's Shaq, who is 7 foot tall. You know.
Yeah, Robert Wadlow is 8 feet 11 inches tall.
He makes Shaq look like a little person.
Yeah.
Like,
that's who I won on my my basketball team.
I bet Shaq was like, I stood next to him. That's the only time I've ever felt small.
Yeah.
And mind you, Shaq is 7'1", which is freakishly tall for a human being. Like, that is like way on the bell curve. Like, way far out of the bell curve.
Yeah. Have you heard of the size of that man's foot?
How big was it?
Size 11.
I've known some people who are like tall. Like, I once gamed with this couple, and the husband was 6'6".
Mm-hmm.
He had to get custom pants made because he was so tall.
Yeah.
And like the pants cost $600 each.
Yeah, I believe it.
You know, because he's 6'6". You know, like his pants are probably taller than I am. I don't know.
Yeah, no. That's the thing. When you're tall, your legs are actually the longest part of your body.
Yeah.
Period. So that doesn't surprise me at all. I have to get custom pants made. I wear basic, you know.
But you're on the smaller side, though.
Yeah, I can get the smallest male, adult male pair of pants.
Well, the thing with you're probably small enough that you could probably fit into some of the larger boys' clothes.
I do, but 16 teenage pants, they do it by age, is actually still a small adult pair of pants. I know which size I have to get.
Mm.
But even those I have to take to a tailor to get shortened because they're still too long. Because my arms are longer than my legs.
Yeah, like that's kind of the problem that I have. Like the best way I can show it is just to put on this hoodie and like kind of show you. So, okay. So see how the sleeves?
Yeah.
And this is like a lot of coats where my arms are too short for the sleeves.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of problems with pants as well, where the pants actually have the opposite problem, where they're too long, and they end up dragging. So like, that's why if you ever meet me, all my pants are always gnarled at the end because they drag, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the same with me. If I don't get them tailored, they get gnarled, they get torn up.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like once I actually like start getting some good money and I buy nice clothes, I probably will get them tailored. But for me, it's like I just go to like Salvation Army, find stuff that fits, and just kind of wear it till they wear out.
Yeah,
the clothes usually last. Those kind of clothes usually last me a couple of years, and then I just go buy more. That's just how I do it.
My jeans last me a good 5-6 years, 10.
Not bad, not bad.
But that's because I never go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's a negative. It's a negative.
See, the thing for me is I can make a pair of Converse last usually 2 to 3 years, sometimes longer. The thing I do now is like my Converse are my nice shoes. I wear those for like events, dates, just kind of going out. But for every day, I basically just get like a pair of like Walmart shoes for like $10-$20, and I wear those. Those either last me like a year, maybe 2 years. Depending on things, but like they're cheap, so like whatever.
Well, my foot's kind of weird. My foot's a little bit short, size 5 in men's. That's short. That's small. But it's a 5D. My foot's short but wide.
Yeah, my foot size is about average. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say my shoe size because that. Yeah, I'm not giving those people any ammunition.
They can take
but I will say my foot size is for my height. I have a perfectly normal size foot.
Mine, not so much, not even remotely. I'm weird, and I don't mind it.
All right, I just sent it to you in private chat. Do not say it out loud.
Oh, I'm not going to. I'm not that heartless.
No. But yeah, like you see that number and be like, yeah, that's pretty normal.
Yeah.
But we're gonna kind of start wrapping up here. So tomorrow, we'll be going back in the Mojave. Watch for the Damned will be here. It'll be awesome. I had to recreate the character because we were having like a save file issue. I don't know what the problem was. The solution I found was really freaking stupid. They said turn off Steam Cloud and then re-enable it, and that did the trick.
Really?
Yeah, like I love those like PC fixes that like I don't understand why this is working, but okay, it works.
Yeah, no, if that's what it took. Yeah, I can see that, Nick. As far as shoe size, I can see that.
Okay, so yeah, and then Sunday we're gonna play some more World of Warcraft because whenever I do, like these casual streams are really crazy because like I'll do an episode, be like, oh, this must be a one-off, and then like it does really well, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it again. So, But yeah, we'll do it again just one more time because I just subscribed for December, and then I'm gonna, yeah, we're doing the Tuesday stream. I don't know what exactly it's gonna be yet, but next week we're doing Batman Arkham Asylum, the comic book. That'll be really cool.
Yeah.
And
oh
then,
yeah, mine
and
hasn't arrived yet, so
it's fine. You got a week.
I hope it gets here by then.
But yeah, and then for January, after that, we are doing our Sega console retrospective. Genesis, Saturn, Dreamcast. And then we're going to end it with a Sonic movie as the January movie. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, which I need to watch that. I've been meaning to and haven't in a long time.
Now is your chance, my friend.
That was my chance.
So yeah, if you made it this far, please give us a like, a sub if you could. Otherwise, we will see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Thank you everyone for watching. This is Nick from the Phoenix Press. Remember, I can only show you the door. You're the ones to walk through it.